Hello, 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 hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Give everybody a few more minutes to get in here, jump in here. I started just a little bit early. We got somebody already jumping on Messenger, I think. Well, I'm not seeing it on my computer. There we go, one. The Finnseeker. And paste. There we go. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Hope you've had a good day dodging storms. I know we've been having a lot of storms here lately. Late last night, had a bunch of storms, had a few today. Right now, it's nice and quiet, and I hope it stays that way. Got a bunch of good people. Let's start this show by saying, God bless America. God bless each and every one of you. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And sometimes our happiness is chasing Mr. Catfish. Guys, if you want to join the show and you wasn't in there last week, send me a message through Messenger. I will send you a link and we'll bring you in. I don't have a whole lot for tonight. I just want to say, guys, we're doing a lot of night fishing now. So please be safe. Please make sure all your lights work before you get to the water. Make sure you got your safety equipment handy, life vest on. Just be safe out there. The water can be dangerous at night. Can be very busy, and like on Lake Wiley where we fish, have a lot of partiers at night. Running up and down them waters, don't want to hear of nobody getting run over and getting drowned. So please be safe out there. Light your boat up. Make sure you got your running lights on. Don't want no tickets either, but the main thing is being safe. And have fun. That's what it's all about. The night bite's good right now from what I understand. We got that tournament coming up this weekend with Mr. Jeff Manning. And it looks like it might be a little rainy and stormy. I don't ride the Lightning. I want to fish it. I want to fish it badly. Mr. Big Nasty is going to be with me on the boat, but me and him both agreed we're not riding the Lightning. Riding around in a big old lightning rod pontoon boat is not my definition of fun with it storming. So, you know, if it's going to be storming, count me out. I really want to support Jeff and Richard. But with that being said, they can have it. They can have it. I'll not be riding the Lightning that night. I sure won't. Finnseeker, I did send you a link through Messenger. And if anybody else wants to come in, yeah, I hope so, Richard. I'm looking forward to it, buddy. We called, me and Wampus Cat went out yesterday. I see Finnseeker jumping on here. I'll bring you in just a second. Me and Wampus Cat went out yesterday. And we caught us 60 perch. And I caught a couple big ones, one a little over a pound. That's a big white perch. That white perch is about that long. Big old thick perch, a lot of bait. Excuse me, got to take a nap. I got a headache. So we got the bait. I want to get some more bait. I want to get some crappie, maybe a couple largemouth, a couple big old brim for just in case. But hopefully the storms will stay away, or they can come busting through early and get out of there so we can get that tournament started. But that being said, we got our first guest coming in. So guys and gals, if you didn't get brought in last week and you want to be brought in this week, send me a message through Messenger and I will send you a link for some reason, it would not let me post a link up in chat tonight. I tried and tried and tried, but it would not. So I don't know why. I don't know if I got something on this computer that is denying me that. But with no further ado, we're going to bring our first guest in tonight, Mr. Finnseeker TV. Well, you know, buddy.
What's going on, James?
Just another day in paradise. Another day in paradise. So appreciate you jumping on here and joining us on here. I'd like for you to give everybody some information on your channel, where they can find you, what they expect when they come to your channel.
All right. My channel is Finnseeker TV. And
speak up just a little bit if you can.
Is that any better?
Yeah, that'll be a little bit better.
All right. My channel is Finnseeker TV. And basically, my channel is just about me and my 11-year-old son. We fish every weekend, and we just like to just go out and record what we do and share it with my wife and everything, and just look back on it. And we just have a good time together, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, making good memories and recording them memories. Because, you know, we don't know what life holds for us, and if something ever happens, God forbid, your son will have those videos to look back on, or your grandkids will have those videos to look back on to say, hey, you know, I can watch him and get to see him.
That's right.
So, Chad, I appreciate you sharing up a link to his channel. And anybody in here, when we bring guests in, if you don't mind sharing their link up, and let's get their name out here. That's what tonight and last week was all about, is just sharing the bait. So do y'all mainly chase catfish?
Mostly. I grew up crappie fishing. I still do some crappie fishing, but we've really got into the catfishing the last 2 or 3 years, and we're still learning, but we're having fun with it. And me and my son, we both enjoy it, so we're going to keep doing it.
That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Now, y'all got blues, flatheads. Where are you from?
I live in southern Kentucky. I live on Barren River Lake, and we have blues and flatheads and channels.
Okay. Okay. So does that lake hold some pretty good sized fish, or
They're getting better every year. They've only been stocking them in Barren for about 11, 12 years, something like that.
right?
Our biggest out of Barren is 37 pounds. We got it back in the spring, and we had another 30 pounder this week, and they're getting bigger every year. There's some big flatheads. Some guys have been catching some 50-pound flatheads in the lake. So I hadn't got to hook up on one of them yet, but we're still trying.
That's what you got to do. If you ain't out fishing, you can't catch them, can you?
There you go.
You know, and I've heard, and I want to say this over and over again, guys. I know there's a lot of lakes that hold bigger fish, like Lake Wiley. Our lake record's 82 pounds. That's a big fish.
Right.
That's a big fish for any waters, but that's a big fish for Lake Wiley.
Right.
So, you know, when they say big fish, if you catch a 20-pound channel and the biggest channels and that's the only biggest fish in your waters, that's a trophy.
Oh, sure.
You know,
I grew up in around the Nashville, Tennessee area.
Right.
I lived on the Cumberland River, so I grew up around Old Hickory Lake right there. So I'm only about an hour and a half away from there now. So we try to hit it quite a bit too. They got some bigger blues down there.
Right. Yeah. So people don't think that you got to chase them 80 to 100-pound fish. If your waters don't produce that, then you're chasing the trophy of, say, if your waters hold 52-pound largemouth, that's the lake record. Then that's what you're chasing. You're chasing after that record. Don't ever think just because you're catching a 30-pounder in a lake that only holds 50-pounders, that's a trophy. I don't care what anybody says, that's a trophy. Pat yourself on the back. You've done a great freaking job. So needless to say, but we do appreciate your support and you coming in here to our channels. We wish you all the luck in growing your channel. Put out the videos. I know we'll be watching and we'll share them. Don't forget to share them over on that Facebook page of mine too. That'll help get you a few more views. Excuse me.
Been
a long day.
And thank you
Yeah,
everybody out there that subscribed to us too. I appreciate it.
oh yeah, and you probably gain some more tonight, and that's what it's all about, is getting out there, getting your name out there. And I'm sure we're gonna love watching that youngin grow up on there, catching his own fish. We love seeing that. I know Lyle and everybody does. We love seeing them youngins grow up, getting their bigger fish, getting their PBs, and just, see the smile on them kids' face when they catching fish is what it's all about.
Yeah,
Whether it's a little bitty one or whether it's a big one, it's all fun and it's all memories, and that's what it's all about.
it is. I've had a lot of people say, well, your last few videos, they've all been of him catching. Do you ever catch them? I'd rather him catch them. I mean, it's priceless to see the look on his face, that smile and everything. So that's why we go every weekend.
Let me tell you, that youngin gets a lot of gratification too watching Daddy catch them.
Yeah, he let me catch one this past weekend. Kind of picking him, so.
Yeah, they do. I raised my daughter on the riverbank and the lake bank, and they get excited too when Daddy's catching one, because they feel your excitement. They do, right. And they want to share in that. So don't forget to share it with them. That's what it's all about.
We do, and every week when we go out, I try to teach him his way around the lake, just so he'll be learning something every week, and he's learning constantly. So he's doing a good job.
There you go. You fishing off a boat, off the bank, or how are you fishing?
We have a 17-foot John boat. That's what we fish out of.
Okay. Yeah, teach him about that boat. I mean, who knows? You'll ever fall down, break a leg, and he might have to drive you back to the shore.
Yeah, I hope not, but
I hope not either. But that's what I'm saying. You prepare them for anything, so even when they grow up, them little old tips carry them a long way in their life. So, and they don't forget it. Kids don't forget nothing. They're like elephants. They don't forget nothing.
Oh, that's right.
And they'll hold it against you too if you lead them wrong. I promise you.
Yeah, heard that.
But that's good. That's good. They help keep us in check, and that's what it's all about, having fun, making memories. Mr. Finnseeker, I thank you for coming in. Guys, check out his channel, share it up, watch for his videos to come up, set the notifications, because I'm sure there'll be more videos coming out. You try to put them out every week, right?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man.
All right. Thank you, buddy, for coming in, and we'll see you over in chat.
All right.
All right. All right, guys, we got an open forum. If you want to get your channel out there and get a good shout out, send me a message through Messenger, and we'll bring you in. For some reason, it would not allow me to put out my link in chat. I tried, and I'm trying again, but it keeps telling me no. It's denied me to do that. Oh, there it went. It finally went. So if you want to be on, hit that link, and we'll see if we can get you in here. But that being said, night fishing. I love it. Let me know, guys. I love shallow water fishing. I always have. I like throwing baits up in shallow water, especially at night. I believe the fish come up in the shallows to feed off brim. Ooh. Excuse me. And other bait fish that's running shallow. It's I'm gonna throw bobbers up in the shallow waters, but Mr. Glenn was on the fish the other day, yesterday, and he was catching them off channel edges. Is all this rain coming in going to affect the bite? There's Andy Pitts in the house. That's wait to be seen. I can't wait to see it. I plan on being out there, and I'm throwing big baits. I plan on throwing them Burke rods, and that one big old perch is about that long. It's going to be 2 baits. 2 baits. What's up, Mike Lewis? You want to come in, guys and gals, hit the link. We'll bring you into the show for a few minutes, give your channel a good shout out, and we'll go from there. I'm trying to daggone give y'all, sorry about that. I'm trying to Do a good shout out tonight. Sorry I didn't give you a heads up. Yeah, we got some jumbo magnums. Wampus Cat. I'm glad your live well is keeping them alive. We lost a few, but we're pulling them out of 30 foot of water. Oh God, guys, I am so sorry. I've been up since about 3:30 this morning, so it's been a long day. Had to do some work on the truck and trash and all that good stuff. Getting the boat ready for this weekend's tournament in case we do get to fish, which I hope we do. But like I said, I'm not riding the lightning, Richard. I'm not riding the lightning. There's Maurice in the house, Kentucky, D, Ozark guys, Wampus Cat. Let's read off some names until there's John Patrick, till we get some more people coming in here. If they do, Joe Buck, Mike Lewis, Muskrat, Andy Pitts, S. Smith, Fishing with Big Nasty. There's J.R. Warskow, Team Ghetto, Maurice, James Dockery, Rex. Who else we got in here? Timothy Dockery. What's going on, buddy? Hope you had a chance to use them bobbers or them floats. I call them floats. People call them bobbers. There's Cat Kings. Cat Kings, send me a message on Messenger at James Smith and or hit that link I put in chat, and we'll bring you in, my friend Mike. What's up, Michael? Running Late Fishing. Bunch of good guys. Yeah, guys, it's been a long time since I got to do some night fishing. And I got the lights prepared. I also use the solar lights. It's the bigger solar lights we use out here on the deck. And they actually are motion activated. They stay dim until you walk in front of them, and then they'll get brighter. I've got them light bulbs I showed y'all a couple of weeks ago that I'll put back there at the canopy where we at the Bimini top. So for filming, but the other lights I like leaving up there at the front of the boat so they'll stay dim and kind of keep the light down up front around the rods. But then when you get a hit and you go and you walk up front, them things will brighten up. They'll light the whole front of the boat up. I like those lights. Being dim, I don't think they draw nowhere near as many bugs. So we'll see. I used them last year and I loved them. Yeah, so I don't guess anybody wants to come in and give their channel a shout out. Guys, now's the perfect opportunity. We got plenty of people in chat. We got 34 people in chat. Running a little low tonight, but that's cool. Didn't have a whole lot to talk about tonight, guys. It's getting busy, me working on 2 channels. I love it. I wouldn't take nothing for it. I enjoy being on Catfish Weekly. I enjoy being on this show right here. And I'll keep bringing as much as I can. You showing 46? There it is. It jumped. I was saying 36. This thing lags, but that's okay. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all keeping me on top of it. But I'm going to try a couple different techniques until we get somebody to show up in Messenger. Let me check and see if I've got a new message. I don't think so. Nope. So please jump in here. But I'm going to use some different techniques. With fishing river channels and ledges, I'm going to be throwing like a basic Carolina rig with probably a Demon Dragon or a float, the Santee rig. But I'm also going to try some of the 812 techniques of using them floats over deep water. He likes to throw them out and let them drift and drop right over the edge of the river channel. So he'll set that float to where it's dragging a bait like you're dragging baits. Let's do it this way. And that bait will be like this until it drops over that ledge. As soon as he sees that bobber stand up, he'll stop it. And what it is that float is going to be holding that bait right in the middle of the river channel. Not down at the bottom. I guess if he's marking them about halfway up on the ledge, he'll put it about halfway. If he's marking it on the bottom, he'll set it where it'll drop, and it'll drop down off that ledge all the way to the bottom. He's also floating them over deep brush and over into shallow brush also. But if I'm doing deep water like that, I'm going to use a Kentucky rig. I like that Kentucky rig. You can go with a 2 hook or a 1 hook, or I guess you could even throw 3 hooks if you wanted to. I'd hate to get a hold of 2 20-pounders on that daggum thing with 2 hooks, and you would have your freaking hands full. You use poppers and rattling floats. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, you had to tie one on. Show us a picture of that. No cable there, Betty. Use Carolina rig or Santee. Yep. That's Carolina rig has been a staple of the catfishing community probably since it has started. All the way back to your grandpa days, people chasing catfish is that Carolina rig. Very reliable, and there are times in the wintertime that I take the floats off. I'll throw just a basic Carolina rig. What's up, Fishing with Squirrel? Guys, the link's out there. I'll post it up again. If you want to join us in chat, the link is coming up. Jump on there and we will bring you in. There's the link. In the wintertime, when I see them fish laying flat on the bottom and they're not suspended, I take the float off and I'll drag in baits or leave in baits right on top of their head. No floats or not. Me and Wampus Cat seen that one day in January. We was catching fish up in shallow, but every one of them come off of rigs that didn't have a float or a demon dragon on it. Every one of them. So don't be scared to change up. Change up your technique. Throw out different rigs to see. If you're dragging, I'm sure I like throwing a float or something to get that bait up off of the bottom, less likely to hang up, in my opinion. Lake Wiley has a lot of debris in it, and it will own all your lead sinkers, hooks, and all if you allow it to. So, yeah, Wampus Cat, we love some shallow water fishing. I learned a lot from him chasing fish in the shallow. That's right. If there's mud on them, I go to a Carolina rig. And I might put one of the smaller peg floats on there just to kind of keep it buoyant, but not enough to bring it up off of the bottom. I'm waiting, guys. Give your channel a shout out. We're waiting. Hello. That's why I called it Share the Bait Night, guys. We'll bring you in here next week on Catfish Weekly. We're going to have Lyle and Doc. We're going to be hitting them up for some old school techniques. You do not want to miss that show. I promise you guys, you do not want to miss that show. It's going to be one of them shows that I'll be asking questions. If you get to the lake and you left all your electronics at home, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So, Mike, what I consider shallow water, 1 and 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot. This lasted January 1st to February. Me and Wampus Cat was sitting in 4 foot of water, throwing our baits up in 2 and 3 and 1 foot of water. So I said old school techniques. I didn't say old. I ain't calling nobody old. I done bumped them gray hairs and balding and falling out hair, so I can't call nobody old. I done passed that 50 mark. Chad, meant to call you today. I will call you tomorrow. Me and Wampus Cat going to try to fish the same days if you don't mind, but I'll call you tomorrow and we'll work that out. There's a link, guys. Jump on there. Let me bring you in. Give your channel a shout out. There's bottom dollar. Appreciate that, Brad. Hit that link. Let me bring you in here. I hadn't talked to you in a while. I know you got to do some blogs and stuff like that. Give your channel a shout out. There's Mr. Flint Hills in the house. So Brad, message me or hit that link that's in chat. Ed Order will bring you in. I hadn't brought nobody in yet, so we're waiting. Under 13 foot, you feel weird fishing. Hey, I did too. Oh, I hear you, Pappy. Good. I'm glad you got you some of them things. I love them, man. I love them. It's amazing. Take them home, screw them in a socket, let them charge up, and they ready to go. You just click the on and off button, and they're ready to rock and roll. All right, Brad. Gonna bring Bottom Dollar in here. We hadn't had him in there in a while. There's Bill of Rice. What's going on? Yes, shallow water, shallow water, shallow water. I love it. I love it. It's and think about it, guys. I think a lot of our mindset goes back to a lot of wise tales, myths, and legends and stuff like that. You always heard the deepest holes hold the biggest fish. Well, not always. You know, Wampus Cat seen the fish that come out of Santee Cooper that was huge, over 100 pounds. That was caught in like 2 foot of water. They said they could see the fish's back in the shallows, and when he took the bait, it hurt a lot of people catching some monster channels up there in the shallows. We was talking to somebody who caught a 72 pounder up in about 1.5 foot of water. And I said it took him a little bit to get it to the boat, but son, I couldn't imagine a 72-pound flathead in 2 foot of water. That would be a fight, a fight, a fight. I hope I ain't missing. If I'm missing some comments, guys and gals, I do apologize. Got all the stuff to make the floats today and yesterday. The pink pool noodles that I ordered, I thought was going to be that hot pink that I had been making. But guys, I got a whole lot of Barbie pink pool noodles. Barbie pink pool noodles. So those of you ladies that fish the chick fights, or if y'all are entered into a tournament that is for breast cancer awareness, please let me know. I want to do some donations for the breast cancer awareness tournaments. So please let me know. You got that right, David. You got that right. I can just imagine the mud, the water just flying everywhere, getting hooked up on something like that. I mean, one thing, I've never hooked up nowhere near a 72-pound flathead. I think 38 is my largest flathead, but yeah, I don't go to Walmart no more. I refuse. I will not. I refuse to go in there. So I've ordered all these online, and the ones I'm ordering now are actually, they're 3.5s. And they are a denser foam than what I had been getting from Walmart and other places. These foams, I think, will stand up a lot better to the UV rays. The looser open foam stuff seems like the UV over time is going to give us I don't think using it as floats is going to be as bad. I had some on our boat, and I put them around the rail, so when the kids was on there, they fell, they hit their head, it'd be that pool noodle, and at least it might thump them a little bit, but it wouldn't knock them out. They, in about 2 years, just started turning to dust. I had blue dust all in the carpet. So they really can't stand up to it, but keeping them in a bag out of the sun when you're not using them would be best done. But the new pool noodles that I'm getting, making these floats, are very dense. They're a little bit heavier. I think they're going to cast better, but they are a little bit bigger. Yes, that pink lightning bug, I've had a couple guys that ordered the green floats with the pink lightning bug in it. You know, they like that pink color. For some reason, that pink light really stood out. It really did. Tracy's trying to get me some orange lightning bugs to do with the orange pool noodles, so I have matching colors for them. But I can mix up the colors however you want them, guys and gals. But he's got some orange ones right now, but they ain't that bright. So he's trying to find a different company to make the LEDs so we get them out brighter. But that's night fishing, guys. Try it. Even if you're bank fishing, don't be scared to take and pitch that rod right off that bank a couple foot and step back away from that bank, because I promise you, them big fish run them shallow waters. They will come up there in the shallows and take brim, crappie, whatever comes to that bank is fair game. Largemouth bass, anything that they can get in their lips, big blues, flatheads, and big channels. Love them. Don't be scared if you're on a boat. You catch some of them little old 3 and 4 inch brim, float them son of guns underneath the float. Don't have to be my float. Just throw it up there with a float up there in shallow water and hang on. Them big channels will grab it, and big largemouth. You know, if you want some largemouth for bait in your state, it's legal in your state, then there you go. They love a little brim too. They make good bait. Appreciate that, Chad. So, Ace, S. Smith, Buckeye, anybody want to come in here? The link's out there. Hit that link. Let me bring you in. It's all about, that's what tonight was all about, guys, is share the bait. Let's share your channels out there and get people to check you out. Get your numbers up. We pushing. I hope every one of you can make it to the YouTube tournament next year. We do a live. I hope that we can get y'all up to 1,000 subscribers so you can go live without. What's up, Dustin? I'm glad you're back in, my friend. But hopefully you can go live without having to use StreamYard or that other one, Streamlabs. I've heard a lot of people that's having a little bit of trouble out of StreamYards and Streamlabs for going live. And I ain't so sure that it's StreamYard, because I'm not having any trouble with it. Lyle's not having any trouble with it. I just wonder if it's actually StreamYard or is it YouTube. If you don't have that 1,000 subscribers, I just wonder if YouTube is what's causing y'all problems. I don't know. I wish you'd let me know what kind of problem you were having. I heard Muskrat talking about it the other night on his show, that he was having a little bit of a problem. So, yes, I can't wait. I cannot wait to bring y'all guys to meet y'all, shake your hands, and really enjoy just the camaraderie. That's what it's all about. And raising some money for a good cause for the Gaston County Honor Guard. That's what it's all about, guys. It's helping each other out. I think Ken was coming in here, but I don't know. Anyway, I think Ozark guy wanted to show y'all a rig. Let's bring him in for a second while we're waiting on Brad to jump in here.
How's everyone going?
What's going on? So you got a rig to show them?
Yeah, if you didn't mind, I was going to show kind of a quick rig that I normally do, and just kind of show everyone how to do it real fast.
That'll work.
I didn't cut my line long enough, really. Right. But it'll get you guys the gist of it, to kind of show you what's going on. But what I do is I'll take one end of it, loop it over like so, and then tie a knot. Once I get it here. Oh, hang on. That didn't do it right. Let me untie it. It didn't do it right. Ah. But I can't find one of my poppers. I was going to have a popper on there to kind of show you an idea what I was doing. Kind of like a cheaper version of a Demon Dragon.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, I can't afford to lose, you know, a $5 lure, but like a $2 lure is a little bit better. All right, so what I do is I'll tie in a loop in one side.
Right.
Okay, just regular, just loop it over, pull it tight. Because this end, I normally have a swivel that's already tied on my main line, and that way I can just flip it straight there.
All right.
So then what I do is I come in, put the swivel on the line, and I kind of do it a little differently than most people do.
Okay.
But it still works really well too, especially around for some of the creeks and stuff around here. It does kind of help with keeping yourself from getting snagged up as easily.
Okay. We got a couple guys waiting in line for you, Ozark.
All right. I'm hurrying.
Okay.
So I'll put a swivel on the same side with that loop.
Got you.
Run down the line again. Probably, I don't know, a good 6 inches from that one. Tie in another swivel.
Got you.
As we go in and tie this up real fast. That way you guys can see both swivels.
Got you.
Okay. Then what I do is I run my float.
Yeah.
Tie the swivel on the end.
Yeah.
And just do a regular, like, I don't know, I call it the fisherman's knot, the one that you loop around like 5-7 times.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Get this tied up real fast.
Got 3 people lined up.
Okay. It's almost finished now. So that way you got the swivel on the end.
Got you.
with the float that travels back and forth.
Okay.
To help
I see
suspend
what
your
you're
bait.
doing.
All right, you where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
All right.
I see you. All right.
Now I take one of the swivels that's closest to the float, attach a spoon.
Got you. Got you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and bring Creole in with us.
That's fine, go ahead. And then it doesn't matter like whatever weight you use. This is just like a little 1 ounce bass weight.
Right.
And I clip it to the other swivel. So that way whenever I'm done.
Cool. That's a neat rig.
And it
All right,
works.
guys. Check out his channel. Check out that rig. And we're going to bring a couple more in, Ozark guys. We appreciate you sharing that with us. Y'all check out his channel. Check out his rigs that his time, buddy. We appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you, Paris. See you. All right. What's going on, Creole? I hope I said that right.
You like Creole?
Appreciate you coming
like
on.
Hard hat, don't you?
I love that hard hat. I had one about like that when I was working at the chemical plant. I loved it.
Right.
I hated
I mean,
wearing them cotton picking things, but I loved the pattern on it.
well, being I'm the safety guy for these guys, I have to wear it for sure. It'd be kind
I
of bad.
was too. I've hit my head so cotton picking hard when I had to wear them things. I think it caused me my 3 neck surgeries because of wearing a hard hat. Uh-oh, we lost him. There he is. But anyway,
Yep.
tell
Okay.
us about your channel, buddy, and what we can
Well, I mean,
expect from it.
it's a very young channel. Just decided to do it just this past fall. I call it Creole Catfishing, and I
Yes,
call it
sir.
Creole because I actually am a Creole. I'm a French heritage. My family's been in Louisiana for over 200 years. Been living right on the Mississippi River since the 1700s. Since before the American Revolution. Actually, we've been here. Just kind of hoping to, just kind of show what we do, show our culture, show our area, kind of show off Louisiana a little bit. I find there are not many people from our area that I consider trophy catfishermen. They're really not.
Right.
A lot of commercial, a lot of people catfish, but not specifically for big ones.
Right.
And it was only until I discovered YouTube, the catfisherman on YouTube about 2 years ago, that I knew there was even such a thing. I was inspired by people like Chris Souders, Richard Jean, Dieter Melhorn. The list goes on and on. These guys that have been doing it for many years. And then learned that, well, we weren't doing things right to chase the big ones. And now that we've got a couple of things figured out, like I said, I feel we have one of the best fisheries in the country. Especially right where we are in our area. We call it Three Rivers, which is where the Mississippi, Red, and Atchafalaya all come together at a massive locking dam structure.
Right.
I mean, it's a really, really big facility. We are very blessed to have such a nice area to fish right there close to home. So we're just trying to kind of show off a little bit, kind of show off what we do, the way we do things.
Yep.
I'm hoping to do some catch, clean, and cooks. Maybe share a little bit of our Creole cuisine with y'all also.
Hey, I love it. I work with
YouTube thing.
Hey, I worked with one for many years at the chemical plant. That rascal used to bring in some stuff, and I loved it. But now it was a little spicy. He'd light you up sometimes. I think he done it on purpose just to dang up tease us. But we had a couple truck drivers come in one night to unload, and he went to calling the name, and I will not say it on here because I think you know what I'm talking about. I said, man, you in the South, you better calm it down. You will be all fighting out here. And he said, man, right. It ain't nothing for us. He said, that's what it means. And I said, all right, I'll take your word for it. But he's a good guy, man. He made some of the best food. Golly, I forget what he used to make us. It had like 7 different sausages in it, and oh God. But anyway, good food, man. I loved old boy. He's good people, and he passed away a couple years ago, and I hated that.
Okay.
But good people, and I loved hearing the stories, and that's why I like YouTube. You're bringing us a perspective from somewhere else that we might not ever get to visit.
That's right. And I put out what I call my first real video last week. Not somebody just filming with a cell phone over my shoulder. Actually, something that I planned out, edited, made something, and it was completely. I didn't even know the camera was on. But my buddy fishing with me asked me, "Well, how did you get into this? How'd you get into catfishing?" And I'm just sitting there on the back deck trying to catch some slicker, which is what we call skipjack.
Right.
Trying to catch them off the back deck so I can bait my rods. And I'm just going on about kind of how I got started. I didn't know the camera was on. So I'm reviewing my footage and I see that. I'm like, well, I think that'd be pretty cool to put out in my first real video. And I got a lot of really good feedback on it. So I think I may open my videos with some kind of little story, either from my family or something I did when I was little. I'm looking to do something different. And I'm looking to the people on YouTube to comment and tell me what they like to see. If they like the stories, I'll keep telling them. If they say shut up and fish, well, by God, I'll shut up and fish.
Hey, the stories are fun. I enjoy them. I enjoyed them when I worked with Tom. He was hilarious. Had a lot of good stories from old time. And I promise you, you need to check your numbers when you get off. There's a lot in chat said new sub, new sub, new sub, new sub. So you gaining some people, buddy.
I appreciate the support. Great. Like I said, I'm in this just to share and show off what we do. You know, because
Yes,
I think Louisiana, especially in my little area of the Creoles, you know, we're not Cajuns, we're Creoles.
Right.
I think we are very underrepresented. Hoping to change that.
There you go. Well, I appreciate you sharing.
I've got to get back work, Mr. James. It was a very big honor being on your show tonight.
It was an honor having you on here, and make sure that you check it out. You got a lot of love being shared with you right now, buddy. Be safe out there, and appreciate you coming in.
Yep, I gotta go get a 200-ton crane out the road. I will see.
All right, be safe, man. See you later. Oh, sorry about that, Brad.
Sorry, man. How are you?
Too fast.
How are you tonight?
Oh, doing great, man. Doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. My little boy just left to go to his mom's, and I'm hanging out and getting ready to go to work tomorrow.
There you go. Well, before we get started, let's tell everybody about your channel and what you do and your blog and all that stuff right here, right quick.
Well, most of y'all, I've known y'all for a long time. Most of y'all know me in the chat and everything.
We got a lot of new faces, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, on my channel, we do basically just about everything from catfishing, frog gigging, hunting, whatever you want to do. Now, instead of doing just YouTube, we've included the new podcast into it. So most of the YouTube stuff that you're seeing now is kind of a companion videos and descriptions, diving in more in depth with stuff with the podcast.
Right.
So I've been putting a lot of time and effort into making new podcast videos and episodes.
Okay, cool. You got a lot of people hollering at you in here. Yeah, we hadn't seen your face around in a while. I guess you've been caught up in that podcast mostly, and you're gonna have to send me a link on a text message so I can come check you out. I forget about everybody's pod. I mean, Catfish Weekly Law does put our show on podcast. I don't even know how to find the cotton picking thing. So everybody's gonna have to that you do pods. Please send me those links so I can look them up. And if I need to download something, let me know.
Oh yeah, the easiest way to find it. Anybody on here wants to go and find the Bottom Dollar Outdoors podcast is just go to Google or Google podcast and type in Bottom Dollar Outdoors podcast, and it should come up.
Okay.
All of the podcast episodes every season I'll do this week. This time around, doing 24 episodes. So once I'm done with that 24 episodes, it'll all get uploaded to YouTube as just kind of a standalone video.
Okay, so you got it. Like your show was. You do a variety of different things through your podcast, also not just fishing, right?
That's right. I mean, catfishing. There's a lot of us out here to do it, and a lot of videos get put out, and I can't keep up with those guys, so I kind of spread it out to everything that I do, whether it's my farming and gardening, aquaponics, history that I like to get into. Like, remember we talked about the mushroom hunting.
Yes.
All that stuff. I try to put everything that I do in there and try to teach other people how to do it and do it cheap.
How did you like your morels?
They were delicious. And what you told me about when you eat them for the first time, that was 100% true.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody say that, and I think it's for a reason. But to me, I felt like I had an euphoria about it. It was kind of weird. Now, the second and third time I ate them, it wasn't that. I didn't really get that quite as strong. But that first time, I think I ate too daggum many of them, really what it was.
I see how it is, James. Dockery over here talking junk.
Yeah, of course.
That's what he does.
That's what he does.
I tell you what, though, I was sitting there one night, and James Dockery called me up just out of the blue, texted me and everything. I was kind of in a down mood. That's one heck of a guy right there.
Yeah, good people.
And him and old Jim Clark.
Yeah. Yeah, good people. Yeah, you're right, Betty. They are a great gift from Mother Nature. They sure are. I first found mine, 2 years ago, I think, 3 years ago. And when I found them, they was already close to the end of the season. And they was really too far gone. And time I got them home, they done about fell apart. And really, I was only able to cook about 6 of them. The rest of them just deteriorated. So I went online, looked how to make them slurries, and then I spread them out all over the yard. I still haven't had any to come up yet, so I'm still, I'm in the right place. I'm not far from where I found them, but who knows? That's one weird mushroom. They can't reproduce it. It's they trying. China swears up and down they are, but I don't know if they are or not. You know how they go.
Yeah, you see what happens when China gets involved with things.
Yeah. But that's the fun. That's why I try to tell everybody, look, Mother Nature don't give us just fishing. She gives like me. I gold mine, I mushroom hunt, I fish. I fish not just for catfish. I fish for crappie, bass. I fish for it all. It's all fun, but it's gifts. And if you overlook them gifts, I like just walking in the woods, guys. People don't realize the stuff. If you open your heart, open your ears, and open your eyes, Mother Nature will show you all kind of stuff. I showed a buddy the other day, walking in the woods, a tree that come up, it was bent straight back, and then it turned and bent straight up like that. He said, I wonder what caused that. I said, Indian. He said, excuse me? I said, they marked trails, they marked water sources, and they didn't do it just by carvings or stacking rocks. They would actually take little small saplings, pull them over and tie them, and then Mother Nature itself would cause it to grow back upward, and it makes it look like a little bench. Now, I don't know what it's marking. It could be marking the a trail marker. It could be marking fresh water. It could be marking a place where you could find a bunch of mushrooms, or it'd be marking flint, a place that they could find flint to make arrowheads. But if you're walking through the woods, you ain't gonna see none of that mess.
Put your phone down and look around.
There you go. That's why I like what you're doing. You're showing different aspects of growing things, how to produce stuff from Mother Nature, and I applaud you for that. I thank you for that.
And I like to share it. That's like I said, I'm a simple country guy, so I like to do it the way the old timers like to do things. And I throw in a little technology in there to help you along.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we got technology. Might as well use it to your advantage if you can, But it don't hurt to actually learn some of the old ways, because who knows? China liable to come up one day and say, turn all their phones off.
That's right.
I believe they can. I might be wrong.
Sure. If it was made there, they can.
I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist on a catfish show, but I believe they can.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And I mean, there's a lot of good food out there in nature that people don't realize. Dandelions, young dandelions, full of vitamin C, vitamin A, more than any orange or carrots or anything that you can eat. And they're delicious.
I spent $500 over the past 5 years trying to get rid of the things. And I didn't even know that. Nobody had ever explained it to me. Right.
Well, Brad, tell us one more time how they can find your stuff. We got Ace Catfishing jumping in here, and I thank you for coming in, my friend.
I appreciate it, man. I like the new setup.
It's my green screen, man. I can put all kind of stuff up there.
I know. I like that. I was thinking about that back here. But if you want to find me, Bottom Dollar Outdoors here on YouTube. But the easiest way, if you want to see everything we have, which is the content from Facebook, here, all that together, the podcast, go to bottomdollaroutdoors.com. Everything is right there together.
Brad, thank you, my friend. Keep in touch. Hopefully next year's tournament will go along pretty good, and we can get you back down here. I'm looking forward to it. My friend, be safe out there, and keep putting them out, and we'll keep checking you out.
Thank you, man. I can't wait for it. Hopefully we get better cell reception this time.
Oh, you got good. Oh, yeah. Well, that wasn't our fault. That was daggum. That was YouTube last year.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Last year, whatever. Anyway, be safe, my friend.
Take care. Buddy.
Bye. All right. Mr. Ace Catfishing, what do you know, my friend? Uh-oh, your mic ain't turned on. You're muted or something. You might have to unplug your headphones. Sometimes it won't recognize them.
How's that?
We got you now. There you go.
Right. Yeah, I don't have a catfish rig or anything to share right now, but I kind of got hungry the other day for bananas. I was going to wait and do a video on this myself, but I've seen everybody use different jellos for chicken bait recipes and all that. Well, I decided to rip the banana apart and cut it in 2-inch chunks. So peel. I wound up with 8 really nice channel cats off that banana peel. So.
Hey, it does not surprise me one bit. A channel cat, that is a eating son of a gun right there. The
Yep.
stuff that people have caught channel cats on is it's amazing.
I just wanted to jump in and let y'all know. Give it a try. It seemed to work good for me.
Well, there you go. I appreciate you sharing that with us. I mean, do you have a channel up? If you do and I haven't checked it out, I do apologize, guys and gals. I can't get to everybody's channel all the time. Sooner or later, I will get to your channel. I promise you.
Working on a channel. I've just started it. Got one
Okay.
video out. That's about it. But
well, I appreciate you coming in here and supporting all of our channels and watching our shows. We love having you in chat. And I know that the more you come in, the more subscribers you're going to get. So they're going to be looking forward for your daggum videos. Should have done a video using the banana peel. So next time you go out, do a little video with your phone. You don't have to do nothing fancy. That's what I film with mostly. It's my phone. And just film it up and show us you catching that stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that next time I go out. But I'm going to kick out and we'll catch you all later.
Take care, Ace. We appreciate you coming in and your support, buddy. Well, I sent a message to Mike Greenwell. He said he had to run somewhere. It was pouring rain on him. I think he'd plan on doing it outside. So hopefully he'll come in, guys. We're going to drop a chat. We're going to drop a link again. If you want to come in, click on that link and we will bring you in. This is a shout out night, guys. This is a share debate. I want to try to do a couple a month to really promote each other and get everybody's channel. I want to help get everybody to that 1,000, at least 1,000. I hope to help you get to whatever your goal that you set for yourself. But the 1,000 mark is that I hope we can all get there. So YouTube can't make up excuses why they don't send out the notifications that we're all going to be straight on YouTube and not using a secondary avenue of going live. I think that maybe that was some of the problem last year is that none of the notifications went out. I think we had 3 notifications went out last year at the tournament, and they went out like 45 minutes or an hour and 45 minutes after those people were live. So it did not do us any good at all. So I'm really trying to help everybody at least hit your goal. If your goal is to have 1 subscriber, but you just come on here to watch all of our shows and watch videos and stuff, hey, more power to you. I'm happy for you. If you're trying to get 1,000 or you're trying to make money at it, I hope that I can give you an avenue to help you out some. Get your face out there, exposed to other people, new faces, new channels. If they like your stuff, I promise you they will share it. Miss Betty Jean in here, she does a lot of sharing, guys. So give her an applaud and a thank you. She does share all of our stuffs out there. There's one cast, one fish. Hadn't seen you in a little while, my friend. If I haven't, if you probably been in here and I probably missed you on chat. Guys, y'all get to going fast. Avid was on last week. There's Sean T Outdoors. Come on, guys. I know you got channels. Let's get you some love going. I put out the daggum link. There's Pond River Boys. Hit that link, Pond River Boys. You've been in here for a long time giving us all support. So let's help you share some love if you don't mind. And I guess some of you might be a little camera shy about going live. I totally understand it. There's Miss Betty Jean. Thank you, lady. I know we was giving you a hard time the other night, but it was all in love, I promise you. The link is out there. The link is out there. I'm trying to share the bait. How y'all like my new backdrop for this tonight? I love that green screen. I wished I'd have found it earlier. Lyle told me how to use that son of a gun. I've been downloading all kind of pictures on there. Some of them don't work out too good, but some of them do. Some of them I tried to put my big old head on there holding some of them bigger catfish I got, and I don't think it looked right with two of me sitting in the screen. One of me might be enough for y'all. There's Rex Blocker. Appreciate it, S. Smith. Mr. Smith, you want to come in, hit that link, buddy. Just make sure your camera and your microphone is turned on, guys. Yeah, it's bottom dollar. I mean, I would say I would be lying if I said that some nights, if I haven't, like tonight, I hadn't planned a whole lot because this is something I wanted to do. I meant to put it out earlier this week so people could send the link. But sometimes I kind of like to surprise you. I like to throw it up, something new, and am I muted? But no. Yeah. Okay. I thought somebody said I was muted. But yeah, I'm gonna wear a green shirt one. I don't even know if I got a green shirt. But I'm looking forward to the couples tournament. Me and the wife's gonna be fishing. Appreciate it. Yeah, I talk a little bit loud, so but me and the wife's gonna be fishing it. I don't know if she's gonna fish it. She's gonna be on the boat. I'm gonna make a real one in. If that thing has to set up there all night long, jerking on that rod and reel, I'm gonna say that's yours. I'm not touching it. That's yours. You got to get it. That's yours. She's not a fisherman, but she caught a big old, about a 2-pound crappie years ago. She went up to see her uncle living up in Minnesota, and he took her out on his pontoon, and he was trying to catch some crappie for supper that night. And she reeled one in. And I'm glad the game warden didn't pull up because she didn't have a licensed one to fish in Minnesota, but she reeled one in, and it's about a big old 2-pound black crappie. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope me and Wampuscat can fish at the same time. I want to tie up right beside him so we can sit and cook, and him and his wife and me and my wife sit out there and cook and have a good meal during the couples fishing tournament. And Chad, I appreciate you doing that. That's going to be something else. I'll tell her that, Chad. I'll tell her that. Waiting on Mike Greenwood to come in. Yeah, Lyle's in the house. Hey, you don't want none of this, JR. You don't want none of this. We're going numbers now. You might get me on the big catfish. We going numbers. Oh, yeah, I got to watch the hooks around my wife, though. She might fly off the boat. Oh, for those that didn't get that, it might have went right over your head, you know. You know, hook, fly off the boat. Oh, come on, Mike. Mike must not gonna make it home in time. I did not call Lyle old. I don't know why y'all keep saying that. Let me tell you guys, when you hit 50, it's no longer being old, it's being experienced. We got a lot of life experience. And y'all will figure that out one of these days when y'all get smart enough in 50. And we're going to leave it at that. Oh, no, that's OL school. There ain't no D in there. We leave the D off there, JR. Oh, y'all guys are too much. I thank y'all for the love, the support of the channel. It means the world to me, and I know it does Lyle, and I know it does Avid and Catfish Headhunters. Anybody that does live shows that have y'all to come in, it means there. But you can leave the K out of that, Pond Rivers. But boy, you need to come in here. Jump on that link. Let me bring you in. All right, James, behave. Thank you, JR. It means the world, guys. I hope I can get started back fishing. I went yesterday, me and Wampus Cat. I had a blast. We caught, like I said, 60 of them perch. It's just fun. It is just fun. That's something that you really need to take kids to do. Yes, I will mention that. Tomorrow night, before we go off here, tomorrow night, Muskrat Adventures. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Muskrat is going to be on James Dockery's channel. Duh. I got to talking before I read it. All right, Pond River, that's cool. You got that right, buddy. David, you got that right, my friend. That's what I'm saying. Yesterday out there bait fishing and you're standing up the whole time. What me and Wampus Cat was talking about. It beats me to freaking death. I love it, but it beats me to death. But if y'all have white perch or any fish that you can catch multiple fish at a time, like on sabiki rigs, 2 and 3 hook rigs, take them kids out. Yeah, running late. We found them out there in front of Terry's. I heard they's piled up down there at the mouth of Allison Creek. We didn't make a run past and look at Mills Creek, but they'll probably be piled up there at the mouth of Mills Creek. We've seen them in a couple different spots. We found some that there was not piles of them, but they was good numbers of big ones laying on the bottom. We got a good, now we caught a bunch of little ones too. And some of them so little that we threw back. But they fun. And to take a kid out, Chunky Cats will be with us next week, fishing with the Chad. So they're fun. Take them kids out there, let them enjoy catching them fish. And to see a kid's face when they get a sabiki rig that's got 4, 5, 6 fish on it, that right there, if you could catch the essence of that fish, it's unreal. It's something that needs to be shared. It's something that I don't know. I can't explain it. I have fun, and I've caught, trust me and that fish do not get along. If I can find them, I can catch them. But my problem is finding them. But that is, yeah, JR, you're exactly right. Junior, you're exactly right. Perch fishing is addictive. Man, when you got 2 or 3 rods, the more people you can get on the boat and get baits down there, and you get them fish start getting active and biting, man, you can have 4, 5, 6 people pulling 6 at a time, 5, 6, 7, 4 at a time. I've been wanting to tie 2 sabiki rigs together and just see how many I could get on one line. Yeah. So when you can find them, guys, take them kids out there. Take people, brand new fishermen. I mean, teenagers, whatever, that wants to fish, that's never got to go out. Take them out there. Put them on some perch. Perch is good eating too, guys, especially you get them big old 3/4, half pound, 1 pound fish. That's some good freaking eating. So go out perch jerking, what I call it. It's a blast. It is a blast. Kids will giggle. You get them 4, 5, 6 at a time, them kids will giggle and laugh. And if you can catch that, that moment when them fish start breaking the surface of the water and them reeling in, you almost can feel the excitement in them, and it's contagious. You want them to catch more. You want them to catch more. You want to see it. You want to feel it. It's just it's beautiful. Like Betty said, bluegill fishing. That little bitty red and white little bitty bobber out there floating around, and then all of a sudden when that bobber takes off and disappears, oh Lord have mercy. It's infectious. Gotta put it off on my GoPro. Yeah, it's to be shared. The good Lord has blessed us with a lot of stuff like me and Brad was talking about that's outdoors. Get out there, enjoy it, guys and gals. He blessed us with so much, and it's only right that we honor him with that. It's to share it with our kids, to share it with people, take them out there, teach them about the outdoors. I kind of wished I hadn't put catfishing in my name and kind of narrowed my channel down to just that. But I think that now that I've reached my goal on YouTube was 1,000, so I could go live and bring y'all with me on my cell phone out in the water or in the woods. I don't think y'all would hold it against me if I took you out mushroom hunting with me, or if I set you in the creek with me gold mining. I don't think y'all would hold that against me because it's not catfishing. At least I hope you wouldn't, because I want to share some of those experiences that I get to see out in the woods, on the water, just enjoying nature. It's something that's to be shared. It's something each one of us need to share with others. You 61 and my 3 and 4 year old granddaughters catch my perch out of a pond. Good times. Rex, I know that's got to be a blast, my friend. I got some pictures and videos. I don't post them up. Their parents don't want me to post their pictures and stuff up online, and I respect that. Yes, Kentucky, you're exactly right. Gold fever. And I know I'll do it. I'll do it, guys. I'm gonna be taking you with you. I got my dredge poured out. I'm getting ready to rebuild it. I've had to make some serious changes on it. It's a big 5-inch dredge. It moves 500 gallons of water a minute. So it is serious. It does some serious work. But I've got to do some rebuilding on the frame and repainting. And as soon as I get that done and throw her in the water the very first time, I will take y'all along with me. Now, the signal is kind of itchy down there. I have to put an external battery because it will zap the crap out of my battery. And luckily, my phone is halfway waterproof, so I've ruined 2 phones down there in that creek, knocking them over. But yeah, enjoy it. Take new people out, guys. And if you got boats, I know Richard does it, Team Keeping It Real, and a few others. They are JR, give me a call tomorrow. I'll take you out and let you go do a little panning. You got to start out with a pan anyway, guys, because it starts with a pan. And even after you run that big equipment, it all comes back down to the pan. So you got to learn the pan first. But if you see somebody out there fishing off the bank, now I ain't talking about taking no daggum serial killer out there on the boat unless you carry an lead accelerator with you, which you should be anyway. That's your right as an American. But with that being said, take somebody out on the water. Put them on some fish they've never seen before, or they've never even thought was in them waters. You know, I've had a lot of guys and talked to an old buddy of mine that grew up on Lake Wiley with me. He didn't know that the big blues and the flatheads was in Lake Wiley. And I really didn't know till a couple of years ago, well, about 4 or 5 years ago, that they was in Wiley yet. I had a suspicion that they should have been, but I really didn't have a clue. So take them out. Take your grandmother. Take your grandfather. Take your mother, your daddy. Take somebody like that that's that you'll miss, because I've lost quite a few friends and family this year. Just lost another good friend, a lifelong. He's known me all my life. Complications from COVID. Now, he had a lot of other health issues going on. He was he retired from City PD. He was a major captain. Fought fire with many years in the volunteer fire department. He'll be laid to rest in the morning. Good guy, good people. A lot of work in his church, in his community. So, guys, look around. We got family and friends out there that's maybe watching. Yeah, David, you're right. It was a sad day, and Gastonia will miss that guy. Great guy. He done my taxes since I was 18 years old. A heck of a tax guy. Saved me a lot of money over the years. But it's look around. They might not even want to fish. They might just want to go out on the boat and ride around with you guys. But just want to share a little bit of that of my family and my friends with y'all, because y'all have become my family and friends. And without y'all, there is no show. There is no Patriot James. Yeah, I love y'all. And all I can do is say thank you. God bless you. God bless your families. Hold them close. That being said, I'm going to say good night. Go back down here and be with the wife. And don't forget, tomorrow night, James Dockery and Chad will be on. Friday night, Avid will be on. Saturday night, sorry about that, guys. Saturday night, Catfish Headhunters. Sunday night, be Palmetto. Monday night, me and Lyle. Starts all over again, guys. God bless. We'll see y'all Monday night. Good night.